In this video, we're going to be calculating experimental probabilities. So the difference between experimental probability and theoretical probability is that the experimental probability, the person is actually repeating an experiment and they're going to observe the outcomes that come from this experiment and say something about the data that they find. Okay, so it's actually pretty straightforward how you do this. It says, calculate the experimental probabilities below, reduce if necessary. So example 1, Troy is practicing his free throw shooting in basketball. He makes 7 out of the 10 free throws. What is the experimental probability that he will make a free throw? So our formula for experimental probability is number of times the event occurs. My handwriting is really messy. Sorry. Over total number of trials. Okay, so on the top here, the number of times the event occurs, that is making a free throw. So how many times did he make a free throw? Well, he makes 7 free throws. Okay, so 7 is going to go on the top of the fraction there. And then on the bottom of our fraction, it says the total number of trials. The total number of trials is how many free throws he did in general. And we can see here there's 10 free throws that he shoots. So we're going to put 10 on the bottom here. All right. And from here, we cannot reduce this fraction, 7 out of 10. So this is our final answer. Okay. And that's how straightforward experimental probabilities are. Let's do one more here. Example 2, Becca and her mom like to play Scrabble against each other. Becca keeps track of who wins for 15 games. Becca wins 3 games. What is the experimental probability that Becca wins Scrabble against her mom? Okay, so again, the top we want to see, okay, how many times is Becca winning Scrabble against her mom? And we can see in this sentence right above that Becca is winning 3 games. So that goes on top of our fraction. And then, okay, we know on the bottom it's the total number of trials. So what is the total amount of trials that they are doing? Well, there's 15 games, right? So we're going to put 15 on the bottom here. Perfect. And then from here we want to see, okay, can we reduce? And we can in this scenario. We can divide both of these numbers by 3. So I'm going to do that right now. Divide by 3, divide by 3. 3 divided by 3 is 1, and 15 divided by 3 is 5. So there's a 1 in 5 experimental probability that Becca will win against her mom. And that is how we calculate experimental probabilities, guys.